Hello and welcome. Hi there. Thank you for joining our session. Welcome to our session interactive workshop on stress management. Stress management. Yes, we're very happy you're joining us this afternoon. My name is Carly. I'm a career facilitator with Goodwill Columbus Workforce Development. And we are going to be talking about stress and managing the stress around us. Stress is inevitable. There are stressors everywhere we look. So for us to be able to manage it, to be able to respond to it in an effective way, this is what we'll be talking about today. So thank you so much for joining us. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. All right. So we'll be talking about stress management, like I said today, and we are going to be reviewing some information, some content that was adapted from the Alabama Mental Health Counselors Association. So today's questions are, what is stress and what can we do about it? Stress is a basic human survival mechanism left over from our premortal roots when we could best respond to perceived dangers by either fighting or fleeing. So stress is, a physiological reaction. It's a chemical reaction. It's a physical reaction, and it's left over from our early humans. Who had to either fight or flee, and there's a saber-toothed tiger coming, and we had to be able to pick it up and do something about it, and fight or flee or something like that. So that is where stress comes from. It's an ancient impact on our body. I would even say that it's unavoidable and necessary. So stress is always going to happen. It's all about how you respond to the stress. Stress is going to happen. What can you do about it? Stress can be positive and can be a source of high energy and increased awareness. Some stress actually improves performance, but too much stress impedes performance. So let's talk about what we can do about it. Separate yourself from the stress if at all possible. We know that that's not always possible, but if you can, separate yourself from the stress. Acknowledge the difference between you and how you think and how you feel. And this is really important. It's kind of adopting a mindset of the observer, to be able to watch your thoughts and watch your feelings and know that you are not your thoughts and you are not your feelings. Because sometimes we can be very caught up in that. And so that's a practice that I implore, or that I use as well, is really trying to think, really trying to zoom out and look at your thoughts and your feelings as something that's just happening, that's not your truth in the moment. Sometimes we can get caught up in our thoughts and our feelings. Get clear about what you can control and what is beyond your control. This is a great way to kind of evaluate situations and know whether there's something you can do about it or not. And if there's nothing you can do about it, then do your best to let it go. And not take it personally and not let it stick to you. Adopt healthy coping strategies. We're going to be talking about some coping strategies that will support you for in the moment, and support you in having a healthy lifestyle choices to minimize effects of stress. So we're going to be talking about some coping mechanisms now, or some strategies, some stress reducing tips, if you will, or strategies. One, breathing. Deep breathing, counting to 10. The breath is sometimes the first thing to go, and breath is vital to our functioning, to our survival. And sometimes we can forget about it, and we're holding our breath, or the opposite, we're like hyperventilating and we're shallow breathing very quickly. These things can impact the way we feel and the way we can respond mentally and emotionally. So keep breathing. Treat yourself right. Try to do your best to eat right, exercise, take time to be alone, get enough sleep, get consistent sleep. Try to get yourself on a sleep schedule where you're going to sleep and waking up at the same time. These are some just basic tips to take care of your body, to allow you to manage and respond to the stress more effectively. Here's another tip: let others do their own thing. You're not the general manager of the universe, so relax. Celebrate the different ways there are to do things. Some of us can get caught up in, having an idea of how things should go and kind of projecting that on other people, and we're forgetting that we're not controlling other people. We're not here to control other people. We're here to control ourselves. We're here to take care of ourselves. We're here to do everything that we can do. But and you can share thoughts by all means, but let go of trying to control other people, because that is just an endless means feels if you're trying to control the people around you. Get organized. Having a clean space feels different, right? And some of you might have noticed this before, but if you have a messy space around you, it sometimes leads to a messy or cluttered or stressed mind. So the best that you can get organized literally with your things, but also get organized with your time. When when everything is, and you have it on a calendar, have it in your phone, have some sort of management of your time and of your activities, then that can support you in feeling more clear-minded and able to respond to stress. Here's another one: live in the present. Try to do your best to live in the present moment. This says keep your mind where your body is. It's a great reminder, because oftentimes as humans we're living in the past, in regret or or something like that, or we're living in the future, fear of the future, fear of the unknown, and we're not living in the present moment. So reminding ourselves to be here in the present moment. And sometimes we can reduce the stressors that are impacting us, because if we're in the present moment, we remember, in many cases, when we might find ourselves stressing, we're stressing about the past or the future. We're not, it's nothing going on in the present moment. So the best is you can be present. It's a powerful tool to practice that. Help others. It's a great way. We say focus your energy out. It's so easy to get caught up in your own feelings and your own emotions, but focus your energy out on someone else. Go make a difference with someone else. Either volunteer somewhere or just call up a friend and say ask how you can be there for them and how you can support them. Listen to others who might be having challenges. It's a great way to get out of your own experience. It kind of reminds us, it puts things in perspective, right? If I can be reminded that someone else has challenges too. I'm not alone. And actually mine are kind of minor, right? When we see people who have less than we do or are less fortunate, it can be a great reminder to be grateful for what you have. I would also, I would add in here that practicing gratitude and seeing what you're grateful for and listing what you're grateful for. Listing things that are going well in your life. That's an extra tip that I would add on. Monitor your self-talk. Get rid of the musts, the shoulds, the oughts. Entertain the possibility that whoever just did something hurtful did not do it with a harmful intention. This is very, very crucial if we can not take things personally, kind of let go that, sometimes things happen and we feel like they were happening to us, that someone did something to us. But in all reality, maybe they're just having a really rough day. Who knows, right? Who knows what's going on in their life, that they're acting in such a way that they are, they're not even thinking about you. Oftentimes we're thinking that other people are thinking about us way more than they are. Yeah, so it's a good thing to keep in mind. Kind of, don't take things personally. Also, monitor your self-talk about shoulds. Some of us can have a bad habit of speaking badly to ourselves, talking ourselves down. Oh, I should have done this. I should have done that. That's some dangerous territory to get yourself into, and it can make a real impact on your self-esteem, on your ability to respond to situations, your ability to respond to stress. Also, laugh. Try your best to laugh, because laughter literally releases feel-good chemicals in your body. I'll just call them those because I don't know exactly what it releases. I'm not going to make something up, but laughing, it absolutely does impact, your state. Even if you just smile, even if you can just smile, and what does that create? Just try it right now. Just smile for a little bit. You don't even have to have a reason to smile, but does you start feeling different? For me, I can feel it in my face, and I can also feel it in my eyes. I feel like my eyes soften, my face softens. If I'm just smiling, it can literally impact your body. So try that. Give people a break. Yeah, when someone's doing something weird or strange, just like I mentioned before, good, they might be having a bad day. We can all benefit from some increased patience and tolerance. Absolutely. Let's be patient with others, be patient with ourselves. That would go a long way in how we respond to the stressors in our world. And use different words. Take a positive approach by describing something in a more positive manner. Positive psychology, if anyone is knowledgeable about that, it's proven, it's scientifically proven that the words we use make an impact, right? The way that we talk about things. So whether something is a problem or it's an opportunity, think about just that alone. Am I having a problem? Is there something wrong that I have to, that's wrong with me, wrong with the situation, versus a challenge or an opportunity or something to overcome that creates an entirely new perspective of the situation. So think about that. Think about what words you're using and be mindful of your words. So much of this has to do with mindful and being present. Remember that other people and other things can never make you angry. Only your mind can do that. So think about that. That's wild, right? We think that other people are making us angry, but we have control over ourselves. They don't have control over us. We have the ability to respond, to react in a way that we want to be. You have the ability to respond. Keep that in mind. That you absolutely have the ability to respond. And with enough practice, you can change your thoughts. This is absolutely true. I see people do it all the time. They can actually change their thoughts and change their state and change the things that are occurring in their life, just by being positive, thinking differently. I would say thinking differently, being aware of where your thoughts limit you, and be aware of how you can then choose something different. Be aware that you have that choice, that if you notice that your thoughts are limiting you and causing more stress, then let me think about things in a different way. So that is the stress management presentation that I have for you guys today. I'm so glad that you guys watched. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate your time. Keep in mind that we're doing a special promotion right now, that if you would like some extra one-on-one assistance with a career consultant, you can do that. We're doing a free promotion in order to make as much of an impact in the community as possible. So please consider reaching out, following the link in the comments below. And that will get you to the calendar page, so you can schedule a time and you can get one-on-one time with a career consultant, whether it's help with your resume, some interviewing practice, maybe applying to jobs, maybe you're thinking about making a career change, but you're not quite sure what you want to do. It's a great opportunity to take advantage of working with the Goodwill Columbus Workforce Development Career Consultant for free during this promotional time. So please take advantage of that. You can follow the link to do so. Thank you so much for joining us, you guys. Keep in mind some of the things we talked about. Know that stress is something that will happen. Stress is inevitable and unavoidable, but it all has to do with how we respond to it. A lot of things from how we view things that are going on in our world, in our life. How are you viewing things? What's the lens you're looking through? Are you being present? Are you being in the moment? Are you living in the moment? Are you doing the best you can to separate, change things that you can, and let go of the things that you can't separate, and remember to breathe. So that will be the reminder that I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining us, you guys, and have a great day.